took the lower streets, the harbor crossed the square. The old maps drowned by autumn rain, the tide moved everywhere. The towers watched the shoreline fade, the seawalls bent inside, and many swore the city would be swallowed by the tide. Engineers kept working late, the welders lit the dark, the gardeners planted floating fields, the ferries learned new paths, the lantern keepers marked the docks. The builders changed their plans, and little by little the city learned to stand where water stands. The flood arrived, the people stayed, not because they couldn't leave, because they chose to build. These were the flood years, the rising years, the years we learned to trade our fear. The water came, the water stayed, so we built lanterns on the waves. Bridges stretched from roof to roof, markets floated free. Children grew up knowing boats the way their elders knew streets. The baker sold his bread by dock, the teacher taught by barge, and every year the city grew stranger, wiser, large. The world became something new, so we became something. Can this survive? The new world asked, what can this become? The fairies sang, the towers glowed, the gardens drifted where the currents flowed, and every floodlight in the harbor became another star. The years we learned to welcome change. The tide still comes, the tide still goes, but now the city knows. These were the flood years, the lantern years, the years we carried one another here. The water rose, the people rose, and somehow when visitors ask why the city floats, the elders often smile, then point toward the harbor and say, because sinking wasn't practical.